Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and we are ready to go here in just a moment. Apologies there about the little bit of a delay there. I was just getting some links shared and just getting the actual video out there. It's good to be back. It is excellent to be back. I've been really excited about this. Oh god, there's only so much discussion that we can actually have in the consolidate order. It's brilliant to have something new. So hello there, AT. Hello there, Mark. Welcome, my friend. No Name 4, Paul Warner, and Cola. How you guys doing there? Right here. We'll get going in just a moment here. Just, there we go. Enjoy my absolutely awful desktop. Because I do. I enjoy it every day. I figured your flight was delayed. Yeah, something like that. I was streaming for Slavery just a few minutes ago, really. Implementing Infinite's insane pilot program on my personal campaign versus the AI. Yeah, do let me know how it goes, my dude. Sounds pretty good. He does know what he's talking about, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to give it about... We'll give it a little bit longer, let a few more people get in here. We're looking at turn 10 here, then. We'll save 10. Tick-tock goes the clock. Okay, well, we can confirm that THG is in fact a alligator that has swallowed a ticking clock. It all makes sense now. But that's interesting. Tick-tock. I mean, does he... Now, the historical date for the beginning of the Battle of Singapore is not too far off. He may be referring to that. He might be referring to our progress in the Dutch East Indies. It's hard to say sometimes. It's like, I'd love to ask him the meaning behind some of these actual, like, save names. But then again, I really can't, can I? Because then he could ask me the meaning of mine. I'm like, I can't really tell you that one. Hey, doing that, Dutchy? Okay. We'll get going here then, shall we? He's clearly promoted his personal TikTok account. Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. Ah. That's a dank meme, if I ever saw one. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you guys are ready. I do have a little bit of a cold at the moment. If I sound a little bit weird, that's why. Right. I always feel the nerves, you know. You know, it's been a while. I always feel those nerves. But here we go, then. 6th of February, 1942. Oh, dear. Okay, so we occupy the base there, which is not too surprising. Night phase. I can feel the nerves. Right. So we are going to be adjusting our patrol patterns over here to the north. And there's a lot to do in this turn. There's a lot to do. Okay, loading over here to Wennick, which is not too surprising. We'll take the base there, and they can be loaded back on board. And we'll get them moving to where they need to be. Okay. So reactions over here then. Sculpin once again detected. Now Sculpin looks to be pretty much... I don't know, they look to be potentially patrolling, but they look to be in a very static position there, really. No engagement. Trout over here then. Been engaged by the subchaser CHA-21, and she abandons the search there. A Moonlight here is about 6-7%, so it's not too bad actually. Forecast over here is rain in that area. Might be having an impact here at night. Right, okay, let's see. E13A1 Jake reports sighting 4 allied ships at 42121 near Exmouth. Speed 20 moving southwest. Okay, that's rather intriguing there. AT, is it possible to give G-Man the names? Yeah, I know, right. Yeah, no deck gun. I mean, that's the main benefit there of actually having those forces. 9 allied ships there, 42123 near Exmouth. Speed 23 knots, moving northeast, which is rather interesting. That could be the cruisers. 9 ships does make sense. Continue here. 6 allied ships sighted near Koepang. That's very interesting there. 18 knots. Indeed, a target-rich environment for ASW. And it's good. We actually are seeing our crews gain experience, which is very good. We are seeing our air crews gain experience there. And welcome, by the way, there, Andy. And at last, we have the Bombardment of Winkau. How you doing there, Mark? Well, this is it. The speed really does tell you a lot about what could potentially be there. How you doing there, Sergeant Harabia? So indeed, we have our first bombardment here with the 3 heavy cruisers against the Chinese city of Wenkao. So we'll be having these bad boys rearm at Shanghai, and ideally we'll be looking to bombard probably every 2 days, as we could probably manage it. So 185 casualties inflicted there. We do inflict some damage here against the actual base as well, which is good news. So firing on the 100th Chinese Corps, which is the core that we do need to take out there, so that's quite good there. 7 disabled, 1 destroyed, 13 disabled, 1 destroyed, 1 destroyed. Not too bad, 185 casualties, not too bad. We'll keep this up day in, day out, really. As much as humanly possible, we will keep it on. Right, Fuji. Fortunate. We are unloading over here on the island of Celebes. I'm looking to really just trap his Dutch forces. He doesn't look to be retreating, so I'm going to take advantage of that. We're unloading over here at Sarong. Defensive guns, okay. To be honest, didn't expect a garrison, actually, so that could be pretty bad news. Oh, God, I hope it's not anything strong, because that's going to be something of a headache. Yeah, there's definitely some Dutch forces over there. That's not what I was entirely expecting. And we can have forces routed from elsewhere to deal with that. Yeah, indeed, a few engineers to repair the damage. There we go. Unloading over here at Babao. Unloading over here on this side. That's good. I was a little bit worried about moving on this side of the Celebes Island, but looking good so far. We should actually be able to block those Dutch forces off any of the following day, which is going to be very good. And not a Dutch street. No, indeed not. I don't imagine it's going to be a very strong force, so we'll see what it is there. The good news is we don't have to go with a shock attack, and we move into the day phase. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I can feel my anxiety just radically climb down there. So the night phase was the real danger there. That was potentially when the Minikitapatai could have been potentially intercepted. It was very unlikely, but it could have potentially happened. We did have an eye. Well, we actually had a sighting of the actual light cruisers potentially, so the worst is over for now. Ideally. It will be a very interesting day. I'm hoping that the Minikitapatai will strike out against her hunters, but we'll see there. Her pursuers, I think, is a good word. We'll see. Right, that looks to be a Dutch sub, I do believe. Is it a Dutch sub, or am I getting it wrong? Is it British for the names? I know I ask this every single time, and I will continue to ask this every single time. I'm gonna have to get like a post in the background to say, like, what the hell's the difference? Oh. That's a, that's interesting. That's not what I was expecting there. Destroying Paraconat. A little bit of damage there to I-21. She should be in deep waters over here, so she should be able to escape the worst of it unless there's a little bit of luck there. But that's interesting there. Henley and Parrot. So we did launch 2 torpedoes out of the Henley, which is surprising. Dutch numbers, Royal Navy names. There we go. Thank you very much. But that's intriguing. Reacting over here to the north. Looks like we were able to actually retreat out of the way of surface combat there with the MKB, so that's very good there. Okay, so G401 there, Santa reports 5 allied ships near Makassar. That's interesting. 4 allied ships there near Busuanga. So obviously that's over here to the north. This sub with function torpedoes is the only metric I care about. What's the replenishment status of the Mini-KB? We do have a few sorties. We do not have any torpedoes left, but we do have a decent amount of sorties. Right, the G3s are spotting a lot of allied ships there near Busuanga. Allied tanker? Okay. That's a nice find there. If that is indeed an allied tanker, that could be potentially very nice there. I don't know if they'll be able to fly out today, but they might be able to. If they're flying actual... Right, there we go. That looks to be the light cruisers. 8 allied ships there. We do see an allied light cruiser, allied light bomber. Scheiße, they're potentially close to our BBs there. I think those guys, do they have reaction 6? I don't know if I set a reaction on them. I didn't anticipate this. But they might be within range of our G4M1s here. I'm hoping those G4M1s are going to be flying out with the torpedoes, because we could potentially strike lucky here. Right, China... Not seeing too much at the moment. There's a lot moving here. I'm not seeing anything immediately apparent in China at the moment. We should see Singkawang fall here today. Yeah, me too. Okay, we are able to bomb Bataan then. That's very good. We didn't have the bombing strike off last time. I think that was due to the actual weather, really. But you know what? So far, so good. Okay, fair bit of damage there, but we are continuing to bomb, which is good news. Right, approaching Singapore, there's no resistance, thankfully, which is really quite good there. We did have 59 K-27s there, so that's quite good. Hitting the runway, we're doing this just basically to prevent him from building up any additional fortifications, which is quite good. But looking good, looking good. A little bit worried about the fact that we didn't have anything escort them beyond the K-27s, but still we inflict some damage, so that's okay. Right, once again hitting Bataan. Yeah, I know, it's a good number to nades there. Okay, 3 damaged over here. And there's a dojo. It's a little bit late there on the sweep, but okay. Okay. Yeah, they're kind of all over the enemy coordination. Which is understandable, because they are flying out for Koepang. Right. Ah, there we go, look at that. So we do have some Catalinas raiding over here, but we do have some K-43-1Bs. Ah, fantastic. Yeah, they might have been actually after the oiler there, so that's very good there. No losses, but we do strike them off there. Okay, so he's sending Blenheims, Hudsons, Warhawks, Buffaloes, H-81s, Hurricanes. That's a big escort there, but at least we actually know what he has here. And he inflicts 8 casualties, but we actually get to see some really important information here. So he's flying very low at 5,000 feet, but the good news is he's flown his actual aircraft here. Which is interesting, so I wonder then, I mean, these are actually fairly low numbers. You see a lot of Blenheims over here, but I mean, that's a fair amount of Buffalo. A fair amount of the Hurricanes there. But the good news is our forces have been more or less resting over here. It looks like he had the PBYs potentially on naval attack. I didn't quite see the mission there. But I'd hesitate to guess at naval attack. Oh, yes! The G4M1s are flying. What do we... Oh, hello, it's the Sumatra! Yes! Oh, we have hold the Sumatra. Oh, that is good news. Ah, it's excellent news. He would not be expecting this one. Come on. Put some more fish in those waters there, baby. One of these cruiser... Oh, cruising bind layers. Very nice. So we can see KBs over here. Oh, that's excellent news then. So the Krakatau, she doesn't get hit, but she's so very closely to our forces. I don't know if they have reaction on. If they had reaction on, they would have been in there. But the good news is, it's a shame because he's going to be aware of us now, but we did hit with Sumatra, so that's excellent, excellent news there. I don't imagine she's gone down yet, but she's not going to be in any... Oh, God, here we go. So we've got 30 B5M1Ks, we've got Exeter. And we take out the torpedo mounts there, so we are hitting the British heavy cruiser Exeter, I do imagine. Multiple bombs hit in here. She came very close to actually being, and potentially... I think she might have been able to actually track us. We did retreat from battle, but this is good. Hitting the Exeter. We have Colombo. Come on, hit the Cape Town. Looking pretty good so far, though. Cornwall, okay, so 2 heavy cruisers here, so quite a dangerous force. Come on. And we hit the Cape Town. Deck armor penetration. B5M1 approaching Cornwall. Wow, okay, so that's 3 heavy cruisers there, so that's a substantially large force there. Definitely not the light cruisers that we expected there. So we do open the engagement up. We do hit the Exeter 3 times. Unfortunately, we do not hit the other cruisers, bar the Cape Town, but that's still not bad there. The good news is we are able to ideally link up with the battleships in the following turn. We do have the benefit of the air cover over here as well. If he chooses to potentially chase us down, he may stuff it for this. We do have just the 1 B5M1K over here. But at least we have an idea of what we're seeing here. So yeah, that's the end of that one there. We may have a second strike. Ideally against the heavy cruisers, but that's good. We have a good amount of information there. At least we know what we're dealing with. But the Exeter is on fire. Ideally that fire continues to last because that does make her easier to detect. This again as item. Jesus. Okay, moving into Air Operations Phase PM. But the good news is we do have the G4M1s. The fact that they actually were able to land a strike against the Sumatra is very good news. It's really fantastic there. He definitely did not expect the G4M1s. I could potentially transfer the G4M1s from Kandari to reinforce our position there. Right, Allied submarines there near Guam, Luganville. There's a lot of targets in that area there. Ideally we see a second strike from the Kitapatai, the MKB. That would be nice. But we do have our battleships nearby, so if we can actually run towards our battleships, we might have a good chance here. I mean, it's one of these things. He's going to be aware of... right, here we go, G491 striking out again. Fantastic news. Hunting down with Sumatra. Come on, fish in the water. Yeah! That's what I like to see. And, yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, man. And again, he's not going to be expecting this. This is going to be a true shock for him. And again, wow, why not? Oh! We're just being gentlemen here. We're just serving it up to him. Come on, more torpedoes. Krakatoa has gone down. I don't imagine the Sumatra is going to be coming out of this one too well. She's on fire, heavy damage. Very good there. The G4M1s are really earning their keep this day. It would have been nice to hit the light cruiser 4 or 5 times, but I'll take that. So far he's had the Exeter hit by bombs, but he still has a decent number of light cruisers. We definitely need to link up with the actual battleships and the heavy cruisers of our own. It could potentially be, this is in the PM phase. So ideally we'll see another strike from the mini-kit battalion. But we definitely need the mini-kit battalion to actually link up with the battleships and the heavy cruisers to ensure security in those waters. I don't know whether it'll keep on chasing us. I think he will keep on chasing us because he will smell that blood in the water. He's one of these things, like, he knows if he pulls off, he might potentially be hit again. He's very close. He's significantly closer than he was last turn. So he made a good guess. He definitely made a good guess. Okay. Doesn't look like we'll see any additional strikes, which is a shame, but not bad. At least we hit the Exeter 3 times. We actually did knock out her torpedoes, which is very good news. So at least that does equal the odds a little bit more there. We do still have the Megamis, but, well, this is it. We're not looking to engage, we'd be looking to pull out. But an interesting turn so far, actually. Right, so we have our deliberate attack over here at Singkawang. 140 old assault value from the 124th Infantry Regiment. We do have the 8th GNAF there. 61. Ooh, okay, so it doesn't fall this time, which is a shame there. We suffered 29 casualties, but we inflict 287 there. So, Defender, Terrain, Force, Preparation, Fatigue, Morale. Fort level 2, so we don't actually knock it down. Okay, that's rather interesting, but we should be able to knock this down in the next 2-3 days anyway. Right, deliberate attack over here to take the base. Surprising that. I did expect to take Singkawang, but that's a shame. We'll take it soon. Banzai indeed. Always love to see if we've actually hit any aircraft. Right, Allied bombardment attack at Singkawang, that's good news. You can see he's down here to 14, so we should be able to take this in the following turn there. Indeed, land-based aircraft. Oh, this is at Ambon. I thought this was over here then. But this is another Allied bombardment. I don't know why he's going for the bombardment. I can understand that he's trying to, like, destroy these forces, but he's not actually inflicting any damage and he's using his own supply there. Right, Allied attack. Sorry, deliberate attack over here to Boila. Banzai. There we go. Okay, very interesting turn here so far. The G4M1s have definitely announced their presence. And it's good, it was very good for us to actually hold the Sumatra there. She's been torpedoed twice, she's definitely not coming out of that. And we actually got what looked to be 2 cruise and bind layers. It looks as though we detected some a tanker or something to the south as well, which is really good information there. So what I might potentially look at doing then is moving the additional G4M1s from Kendari to Koepang, but we'll see about that. But that was really good. I hope you guys enjoyed that, because I certainly enjoyed that. That was therapeutic, you could say. Definitely more action-packed than I initially imagined, but it was good for us. It would have been nice to have had a few more strikes against the British light cruisers chasing us, but we've hit a few of them so far, which is good. We've hit 2 of the light cruisers, we've hit the Exeter. I mean, they're only like, and we hit another light cruiser. They're not the largest bombs in the world, but we are still causing them damage. Right, 8 ships over here. It looks like one of them might have been actually smashed, moving southwest, so ideally they're not going to be a problem now. There's still forces in here. So were you set to reaction? Oh god, if they'd been set to reaction. But we can see where we should be able to link up in the actual night here. Retreated from service threat, yep, definitely. Right, okay. And we do see a solitary tanker over here. She's heading towards Darwin, it looks like, but the thing is she's going to be easy prey. Right, the oiler's moving out here. Oh no, this is a supply mission, okay. But that's additional destroyers I can make use of. Our forces have landed over here as well, which is good news. So this unit's pretty much doomed now. We do have our tankers moving into the area. Tankers moving from here. We have tankers over here as well. That's very good. The other battleships are making their way over here as well. So Saga, I might have Saga turn back, or I might have a refuel, but I probably have her turn back. Though we'll see. We should be able to manage it. I might have her just head to Naval for the time being or something. Or just head back. We'll see. But there we go. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. If you're watching the replay, it's been fantastic to have you. And do remember to share, favorite, subscribe, and all that sort of crap. Until next time, thank you and goodbye.